What is up? So, today I am pouring over a disastrous painting I did. Um, I tried to do a galaxy and it was awesome. And then the next day when I woke up, it was basically black. So the black overtook everything, um, and not in a good way. So I'm going to try something different. I have a very, very light base coat down just to cover what I didn't get off. And I'm going to try this new technique that I've been using on smaller things that I'm hoping will do some very cool things here. So let's get started. This is aqua green. I have my paints. They're a little thicker than you would have with a Dutch pour. Um, they barely mound, but they do mound. So I think I want like something coming from the center, and I don't want the center to have too much color. So what I think I'm gonna do is pour some rings. We're not gonna go overboard. I'm going to put just a little white around it. This is Amsterdam white. I mixed all of these paints with Floetrol and water to thin them out a little. So it was like 2-to-1. And all of the paints are going to have different densities to them. So you're never going to have just this is what you do and it'll work perfect, because some of them are heavier than others. So you kind of have to work it out. But yeah, I did for these paint, I did all of them 1 part paint, 2 parts Floetrol. American Floetrol. So I don't think, usually I use glue, but I ran out, so I'm using Floetrol. But then I just use paint to get them all to this consistency where it just forms a mound. So a little bit thicker than if you're doing a Dutch pour. I'm a little worried about the aqua. I really got a lot of aqua in there. Did not mean to do that. So I've done this with my squeeze bottle on some smaller things, and it's so cool. But I don't know if it'll work for bigger. We're gonna find out. Because it really caused some cool effects when I did it. So I'm hoping it's gonna do the same thing with this. Okay. I think that's probably enough. So, what I do now is I take my black and I just go over the paint with it. No blowing over it. Nothing like that. And this is thicker than this paint. This will form like a small, the other one forms a little bitty mound and then it's done. This mound will hang on for a little bit. Okay. And I use a lot less paint trying this. And all right, let's see how this works. So I got an empty bottle. And see, when you're gonna get a burst of air. And it just seems like that, you know what, I'm going to take this little doohickey off so I don't have to worry about him. It just seems like that burst of air does super cool stuff with the colors. And they don't seem to mix up and blend as bad as when you do other kind of pours. So, here we go. And I love this little, like, where it flings it. It's so cool. And I just seem to, I don't know, and I think I want to put some more pink around the outside. I don't think I got enough. I don't know if this is going to mess it up, but we'll see. Might as well. Go big or go home, right? Oh, that's so cool. I don't know if it's going to look like a galaxy, but it's going to look really cool. Get your hand exercises doing this, let me tell you. Come on, blue. There it is. And I know you could probably do this doing a straw if you did just like a really huge breath. But I love the Jackson Pollock-y looking stuff that comes out of it. Because it just really, ooh, that is awesome. And I also did one, let's see, I still have the little bottle. I put a little white in, and it put speckles of white, and it looks super cool. Let's see, I think I need to get some of this out. I want to blow some of the black. Into that. There we go. Ooh, that was a good one. Right here. Oh, wow. And it makes all these cells. I don't have any Floetrol or anything in this. Oh, I missed. There we go. If you want these the little splatters, you have to get real close when you do it. And it'll give you your splatters. Ooh. And then it's going to start, it'll fall back in on each other and create some really cool effects. This up here, not liking it. There we go. We need some splatters. Don't like that. Okay. So, all you got to do, set my little bottle down. I think I need a little more paint here. Put some black first. I keep messing it. There we go. Okay. That is actually kind of cool. But I do want a thicker line here and not that like muted pink. I want a brighter pink, so put some pink in here. And then, what the heck, we'll put some blue in there too, right? Little more black. And as you'll see, I don't have a ton of paint running off my canvas. There's not like a whole lot of waste with this, which I love. Okay. Too much black there. There we go. Try to. I like that. But I need to move him up a little. There we go. And I think, I like the little touches of pink. So let's do a little bit here, a little bit here. So I like that, like it's kind of concurrent around the painting. Okay. I know I made up all these paints because I usually use like a ton, and doing it this way I just don't use that much. Which is good because this stuff's expensive. I know my paintings that I do, I donate today. There was like an awesome online auction, and it's for a cat rescue. So I usually, the two charities that I like to participate in usually involve animals or children. I like to, I guess, think that I'm helping living beings that usually can't speak for themselves. So those are usually the two that I really work with. And I keep missing. There we go. Okay, love it, love it, love it. This looks better, but I think that I need more color in this area, and I'm afraid because I don't want to mess it up. But if tomorrow I'm like, oh, there's not enough color, then it's too late. Now, I don't know how spacey this looks, but I know it looks freaking cool. So we'll go with it. Put a little blue. I know my friend was like, you need to name it. People name stuff things, because she's into acrylic pouring too. I'm like, I am sure there is someone out there that has done this, and we just haven't seen it because we've only been doing this for a little bit. But if I name it, I guess I'd have to say it's I've lived in Chicago my whole life, so I guess I'd have to say it's a Windy City Blow. How about that? Okay, this is turning kind of funky. Don't like that. But it can be fixed easily. Although, wait a minute. I kind of do like it. Let me step back for a second here. Yeah, I like it. I just need to blow it a little more. Yeah, because it goes right down to the canvas sometimes, as you can see. But my paints are mixing a little here because we're getting some gray, which is fine because it's space. So, but I do want just a little bit of blue. That wasn't a little bit. If I go right on top, and squeeze, you still get, it doesn't cover it up as much. There we go. I lost my pink again. Oh, that wouldn't have been good. Alright, we're going to try this one more time. Whoa. Well, we're going to have some pink now. Alright. Alright. Like it better. Don't go overboard, Kelly. Yeah, I think I always forget to say my name. I'm Kelly Kelton. I've been doing this for, well, somewhere around half past quarantine. I don't know. Should I try to add some more in there, or should I leave it alone? Because this, I like it and I don't. And I'm debating on if I should scrape. And I'm also afraid of, like, what happened the last time, and all these colors are going to disappear. So here, let's do some blue. Let's go for it. And let's do some purples. I don't remember what order I had them in, so. And I don't think I need any more of, maybe I'll just put a couple of drops. Just in case I blow on it and it blows it to hell. Here, let's put a little white in. I think I needed to go down here too. Well, now usually I'd use most of that, and I barely scratched the surface with it. Yeah, the waste part of this hasn't, I mean, I've tried, reuse my little wooden sticks. I have the silicone ones too, and I use these, but there is so much waste to this hobby that it's always kind of bothered me. And thankfully I found a blog post by Olga Solby, and her channel's awesome. She's like experiments and everything, but she's very conscious about how wasteful this is too, and she had some great tips and ideas, and I really learned a lot from her. Okay. I don't know what it is. It's like, I guess because it's such, I guess if you had an airbrush, you could probably do this with the airbrush too, because I think you can set your settings to go higher or lower, and I think it's because it's such a quick burst that's why it's different. Alright, I really like that now. Let me just get this little guy, because I don't like too, I like when you get a big, I like when there's blobs of paint, but not that big, and I'm not liking this, so it's gonna go. Gotta go. It's too much gray. Alright. Because I love this. I mean, I love it. I love the splatters around it. So here, we're gonna take them off. And that up there is fine, so. Now this is a waste of paint. But yeah, it was, I don't mind if it goes a little gray, which is just like any other pour. Like when you mess with it too much, you're going to end up muddying your paints up. So you want to get it pretty good the first shot if you can, but you can always go back and you can always scrape. Wouldn't it be nice if just life was like that? Scrape it away. Okay. You might kind of like that. I'm keeping it. Keeping it. All right. Oh, what a mess. I am so messy, I swear. I don't know if I'm just messy or this is just a messy hobby, but I sure seem to get a lot messier when I started doing this. I don't really think, but I'm going to do it anyway. All right, green. And I think purple. Do a little bit more purple. He's not showing very well out here, is he? And I know the white is dangerous when you're, you know, using black. And I expected some gray to come through, but just not as much as I got. Pink. We're gonna do it. A little bit. I think I actually might do a little on the pink. Okay. Back to the, what I call it, Windy City Blow. There we go. I think I've got a little overzealous with the pink around the other one here, and that's what wrecked it, so I was trying to do too much with it. Okay, let's see what we got here. Like it, don't like this. So just pull up some black. You're basically almost putting it down in the paint. I'm just like a little bit above it. To where, as you can see, sometimes it's in the paint. But it just kind of like sucks it up and pours it over. Okay, so. This is very cool. But I don't like this now. And I do think I need more paint. Because there's not a lot of paint on here. And so it's easy to just add some. Just going to do a little in through here. Not a lot. Oh my god, this is going to save me so much. With these kind of paintings anyway. It is really going to save me a lot of paint. And I'm going to try not to mess with that pink. I don't know. I'm really liking the lacing and stuff going on here. But I think I'm just going to do just a little. And do I dare do some white? Alright, let's just a little bit right on top of the colors. Or not. Okay. Here we go. Missed. There we go. Like it? All right. So the only part, I'm thinking doesn't all have to match. But here I go. There we go. It just needed a little color in there. How are my outside squiggles? Looking good. Now, the one thing I will warn you about, this method, technique, whatever you want to call it, produces a lot of bubbles. Because I think you're going under the paint. You're basically lifting it up and smacking it down. So, I'm not going to use my little heat gun. I'm going to use the torch. And I've done some coasters this way. They're drying right now. But, yeah, I torched. I let it sit. And then like 10 minutes later, I went back and torched again. Just because it creates bubbles. I mean, I did just mix these paints. But even if I didn't just mix these paints, they'd have bubbles. So, yeah, you just have to really watch your bubbles. But this is beautiful. I think it's beautiful. I really, really like it. It looks spacey, right? If I fling some stars on it, maybe, make it look more black hole-ish. Do some glitter. I don't know. I have to think about it here. So yeah, I make sure I do a really good over with the torch. Oh, there's some cool stuff happening down here. Oh, my purple fell over. Alright. I know my nephew is like huge science guy, so I'll have to get his opinion on it, what he thinks. Okay. So now we just need to let it dry, and I will be back to show you the dried results, which hopefully will have paint and won't be like the last time when it sucked all the paint up. So hopefully my little new Windy City Blow is gonna do some good for me. So, alright, I'll be back. Hey guys, Kelly from the future here. So, I am in love, love, love with how this turned out. I really dig in using the bottles to blow the paint around. My Windy City Blow seems to be working out well for me. I did get some texture because I made the base coat so incredibly thin. I wanted to see how thin I could go so that I could not waste paint. So next time I think I just might make that base coat a little thinner than having the mound that hangs out for a second or two, and I think that'll fix that issue. And I'm really excited to try this on some other larger scale canvases that aren't just a galaxy pour, but this is perfect for a galaxy pour because this is my favorite one I've done so far. So if you've hung around this long, you deserve a medal. If you could like, subscribe, or comment, I'd appreciate it. I just have like one person that comments all the time looking for live girls, and I work 70 hours a week. I don't have time to get into porn, so if you all could help me out, that'd be great. So everybody have a great day, night, wherever you are at the world, and I'll see you next time.